From brainy tacticians to vending machines with heart, 2025's Isekai lineup is full of overpowered heroes who break the mold. Today, we're diving into 10 fresh stories where the MC doesn't just blast enemies, they outthink, outbuild, and outcharm them. Get comfy, because these worlds are anything but ordinary. Number 10. Promise of Wizard. In Promise of Wizard, an ordinary Earth girl is summoned into a realm where wizards and humans coexist. A looming magical catastrophe rules the land, and she's named the Sage, the only person capable of healing and guiding fallen wizards. She must learn to harness magic quickly, navigate court intrigue, and unite divided factions to prevent the approaching calamity that threatens to destroy everything. Watching this, I felt drawn in by the mix of high stakes and quiet resolve. Our heroine isn't insta-OP. She has to earn her magic, piece by piece, while juggling politics and emotional scars. I kept rewinding quiet scenes to catch lore hints and felt genuinely invested when she found comfort in small kindnesses. The stakes are huge, but the character moments are what made my heart race. In a thoughtful, not cliché, way. At number 9, I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. A common man dies and finds himself reborn as Liam, the least promising son in a noble family on the verge of collapse. Tasked with saving his lineage, he taps into a remarkable gift for magic. As he diligently studies, he turns a failing house into a rising power, attracting allies, respect, and eventually forging his own domain through talent, perseverance, and unexpected charisma. Liam's journey felt rewarding and refreshingly optimistic. He isn't born mighty. He builds himself up through study and smarts, and I cheered each step. There's something satisfying about watching someone treat magic like a discipline rather than a cheat code. I found myself rooting for him on every page, celebrating little victories, and snickering at moments where he summons summits with princesses like it's a board meeting. His quiet confidence is oddly contagious. Number 8. Isekai Munchkin, HP 1 no Mama de Saikyu Saisoku Dungeon Koryaku. That's a mouthful, but the story is tight. A hero is trapped in a fantasy realm with only one hit point. One scratch means death. Instead of brute force, he relies on deep rule knowledge, traps, positioning, and psychology to clear dungeons. Every encounter is a puzzle. He layers tactics, exploit systems, and understanding to outwit foes far stronger than himself, surviving against all odds purely through intelligence. This one feels like a strategy game in anime form. I leaned in every time the MC dissected a dungeon, planning moves like I'd plan chess. It rewards attention and brain power. I rewound trick setups just to admire the finesse. There's real thrill in seeing purity of tactics win. I found myself mentally cheering, yes, use the rule loophole. It scratches the itch for clever problem solving in a way few shows attempt. Smart wins are satisfying. At number 7, Suzai Saishuka no Isekai Ryokoki. A typical office worker is reincarnated in a gentle fantasy world with a more appealing body. Rather than battle, he sets out on a peaceful journey, crafting tools, building relationships with villagers, exploring forests, and learning culture. The story focuses on simple joys: cooking meals, repairing equipment, helping small communities, and the emotional warmth of thoughtful connection amid nature. His overpowered edge is quiet wisdom and empathy. This one is pure relaxation. The world feels soft, almost tangible, like walking in a morning breeze. He's not conquering continents, but building trust and saving hearts with clever crafting and calm kindness. I watched this after a busy day, and it genuinely soothed me. Scenes of fixing carts or teaching a villager felt like micro-victories I could bask in. It's low-key powerful, quiet competence done right, and emotionally grounding. Number 6. A wild last boss appeared. A modern man reincarnates into the body of the final boss of an old game. Centuries later, that legendary villain wakes in a world that expects terror, but he's just trying to figure out reality. Viewed as a monster, he navigates a society that fears him while adjusting to mundane life, forming new relationships and redefining what it means to be overpowered in a world still full of echoing legends. This one cracked me up. You've got epic game legend energy meets midlife mundane, and the clash is comedy gold. He's expected to be terrifying, but mostly gets confused by paperwork or laundry. His awkward charm is disarming. I laughed when he tries to inspire fear and ends up asking neighbors for directions. The tone is refreshingly dry, surprising, and gentle. It leans into absurdity while still delivering character moments you genuinely care about. Number 5. Disney Twisted Wonderland the animation set. In a magical academy, inspired by Disney's villains, a normal young man finds himself thrust into a glamorous, dramatic school full of odd roommate dynamics and rival houses. The Academy's design echoes classic villain motifs, combining performance, competition, and aesthetics. Amid theatrical classes and musical flair, he must navigate school politics, challenges, and relationships in a world where style equals power and charisma opens doors. This one is equal parts runway and showtime. It's loud in the best way, costumes dripping drama, characters delivering every line like it's Broadway, and energy that pulses off the screen. I love the theatrical overtones. It's the kind of show you stop to admire every set piece. It's not raw power, it's charisma personified. I caught myself bopping along with the score, laughing at the dramatics, and thinking, give me more of this flair, please. Number 4. Reborn as a vending machine. I Now Wander the Dungeon, Season 2. A hero is reborn as a sentient vending machine inside a dungeon. In Season 2, the vending machine travels deeper into the dungeon, assisting adventurers with snacks and items while forging friendships. Its journey explores survival, odd world rules, and growing empathy, adding new allies, expanding settings, and deepening the emotional core amid absurd humor, all while offering practical convenience in the deadliest of places. This is charmingly bizarre in the best way. A vending machine with feelings, handing out items like a kind shopkeeper in a monster nest. It's ridiculous, yet sweet. Season 2 deepens ties. The machine isn't a punchline anymore, but a comforting presence. I laughed, then paused and felt genuine warmth when an adventurer leaned on it for moral support. It's light, unexpected, and unexpectedly touching. I had to keep buffering laughter and cozy feels all at once. Number 3. Headhunted to Another World. A corporate office worker gets headhunted into another world. Not to slay monsters, but to streamline the Demon King's administration. He applies HR, strategy, and logistical skills to reorganize the military, optimize resources, and mediate politics. His weapon is spreadsheets and people skills, not swords. Through professionalism and efficiency, he stabilizes an entire realm, elevating strategy and diplomacy over brute magical force. I fell for this one immediately. A Demon King's office meeting featuring budget talks and supply chain fixes? It's absurdly refreshing. He's solving existential crises with Kanban boards and memos. I cheered when troop morale rose after a workflow overhaul. This feels like real-world power transferred into fantasy. Sneaky, clever, and gratifying. It's the sort of overpowered I could actually root for in real life. Calm, precise, effective, and also hilarious. At number 2. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. An unassuming alchemist perseveres by experimenting tirelessly in a humble workshop using basic tools and scarce resources. His overpowered nature emerges through incremental progress, small successful concoctions, creative techniques, and evolving inventions. Rather than flashy spells, his triumphs come in mundane breakthroughs, mini inventions, and quiet problem solving, yielding real impact on his surroundings. His power grows slowly but steadily through diligence, ingenuity, and tiny sparks of success. Here I felt that quiet uplift of real progress. Watching him mix ingredients, scribble notes, test again, every little success felt solid, earned. I smiled at minor inventions that changed villagers' lives more than flashy attacks ever could. Learning through failure, being stubborn and thoughtful, it's inspiring. I rooted for the humblest of heroes, because honestly, who doesn't love seeing bricks and mortar craftsmanship pay off? It's cozy, smart, and deeply rewarding in its simplicity. Number 1. Magic Maker. How to make magic in another world. A person wakes up in a world with no magic and decides to build one from the ground up. They conduct experiments, learn from failure, design magical systems, and craft spells from theory. Step by step, they create a working system of magic, blending creativity and logic. Their journey shows how power can emerge from knowledge, curiosity, and trial, constructing wonder from scratch instead of wielding inherited strength. This finale had me grinning like a fool, watching them sketch, combine elements, fail spectacularly, then finally cast a real spell. It made me feel the thrill of discovery myself. It's grounded, inventive, and deeply hopeful. I paused to take notes. I know I'm nerding out. There's nothing flashy, just bright sparks of creation that resonate in a way that battlefield magic never does. It's the embodiment of build your own power, and it's everything I want from Isekai. Thanks so much for watching. Whether you're in the USA, Canada, or the UK, I appreciate you. Which of these overpowered isekai sparked your curiosity, made you smile, or inspired you to invent your own magic system? Leave a comment and tell me which one deserves a deep dive next time. Like, subscribe, and let's keep exploring these extraordinary worlds together.